What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy. Hit the keys. And in today's video, I've got 7 free VST plugins for you guys to check out. Make sure if you guys do like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. But let's go ahead and get right into these freebies. Hit the key. All right, guys, so the first free plugin that I have for you guys today is definitely a must-have for every single producer out there. It's called Studio Rack by Waves. I know this has been out for a while, but they did just recently update this. And with this now, you can use any VST3 in this plugin. So this plugin is very solid, very, very slept on. So with this plugin, basically what you can do is a ton of different stuff. So it starts off, it looks like this when you initially open it up. But you can turn it on. You can add different bands and all kinds of different stuff to it. You can open up all these. You can assign different macros. Right here, I can make this multi-band split, and then I can make it up to 5 different bands. So that's super solid. So I actually have an instance of it right here that I used for this demonstration, and it looks like this. So I just put a few different plugins in there. I didn't go overkill or nothing like that. I didn't make a full beat or anything like that for the demonstration today. But as you look here, you can put stuff on different bands. So you can add up to 8 effects on the band of 0 to 92 Hertz. And you can change that to whatever you want to. And then you have another band here where you can add whatever effects from 91 Hertz to, 565 Hertz, so on and so forth. So basically I have this piano. The piano sounded like this. All right, so now I'm gonna let you hear what it sounds like with this on there, and then I'm gonna show you guys why this is so fire. So that's the same piano, and the only effects I threw on there were a bit crusher, portal, and then I threw cymatics origin and reverb on there. Okay. So now what I want to show you what's super solid about this, because I know some of you guys are new and you may not understand exactly what I'm saying. And I know I'm taking a minute on this one because for real, this for me is probably a top 5, 6 plugin of all plugins because of what you can do with it once you start messing with it. So this again is what this little section sounds like. All right, so like, let's say I take this portal off, right? So we can hear what this is actually doing. And I have portal over here with the exact same settings, this exact same settings to a T, okay? So then this is what portal is gonna sound like if I have it right here on the main mixer versus me having it in that studio rack. So again, it's more destructive. I mean, it sounds good, but you can tell the difference it's doing. And the difference that it's making is with this, it's only affecting this band. So we'll listen to it again. So it's still making it do the same kind of delay, the same kind of skip, but it's only doing it on this band, which makes it nice because the chords are going all the way through and it just gives you this super unique sound. And that's why this plugin is nice, is that you can add, like here, you can have 5 bands, you can add 40 different plugins, and then you can add 8 more plugins over here. You have 48 plugins on one sound, and you can make the sound so unique. So I can't stress enough, if you get any plugin from this review today, you need to go over to Waves and get this studio rack. It's solid. All right, guys, and the second free plugin that I have for you guys today is actually a bundle. It's going to come to you guys from Kilohertz. It's called Kilohertz Essentials. So when you look at Kilohertz Essentials, it looks like this. I know many of you guys have probably already heard it, but I've never brought it to the channel, but I'm using some of these plugins in the video, so I figured I might as well throw it in this roundup. If you've never heard of Kilohertz though, they make solid stuff. And they have basically this essential kits that has all of these free plugins right here. And so all of these plugins are super lightweight. They're easy to use. They're not super complex. You got everything from EQ to delay to gain, limiter, compressor, distortion, format, flangers. I mean, you have everything. You have everything that you possibly need to get going. Tape stop, transient shapers, everything that you need to get going. So very solid free plugin suite in my personal opinion. Let's go ahead and hop back over into FL Studio. So you see here, I did have the Kilohertz Bit Crusher on 0 to 91. And I'm just gonna open it up. Obviously you guys know what Bit Crusher sounds like, but basically this is what it sounded like on this sound. So you guys obviously all know what Bit Crusher sounds like, but I kind of wanted to play this again too to show a little more of the studio rack as well. So now listen to what the Bit Crusher is going to sound like just on the higher end frequencies, because I have it split. Right here it was on the lower frequencies, and then right here it's on the higher frequencies. So again, you can see the difference putting stuff on different bands is going to make with this. And then again, with these plugins too, they're all super easy to use. If you have any of the snap-in plugins from Kilohertz, you can snap these in easily and use them there as well. And the third free plugin that I have from you guys today comes from the good people over at Yum Audio. It's called Spread Light. So when you look at Spread Light, it looks just like this. This is basically a tool you can use to help with your stereo imaging. So you can use this to either spread your sound. You can use this to pan your sound. You also have mid-side and you have HODs down here as well. And then you have an intensity level right here. So you can change the intensity as well. So this is the sound that I put the Spread Light on. So nothing too basic, but if I turn on the Spread Light and mess with this a little bit, this is what it's going to sound like. So you can hear right there, clear as day, how it's spread all the way out. And it's easy, just move up and down in order to get this to open up or to close. So then this is what it's going to sound like if I push play. So then you can move this thing right here and tilt it. So as you're tilting it, now I'm panning. But you can, what's nice is it's like the density or the thickness of the pan. So if I widen that out a little bit, listen. So this is a very solid little spread plugin. So, you know, go check out my guys over at Yum Audio. They make good stuff. They definitely make good stuff. All right, guys. And the fourth free plugin that I have for you guys today comes from the good people over at Sample Science. It's called Sitar Renaissance. So Sitar Renaissance looks like this. You can get this right here in the Decent Sampler, and you can also get this in Contact. I just have it right here as the standalone VST plugin. With this, it's similar to all Sample Science's other stuff. So you get your, you know, LFO def rate right here. You get your low pass, your high pass right here, your filters, pan, volume, reverb, cutoff, all your controls and all that good stuff right here. So basically this sounds like this. So super fire sound. Like if you're making like Griselda type boom bap hip hop or anything like that, you could definitely use this. I feel like you could use this in drill too, trap, anything, but super solid. You can mess with the def and the rate on this as well to get a different sound. So you can do a whole bunch with this. It's only got one preset, but it does sound good in my opinion. So, you know, I'll leave the link below in the description for you guys. The fifth free plugin that I have for you guys today comes from Ronin Fed. It's called RF Baseline. When you open up RF baseline, it looks like this. Before I play a sound demonstration on this real quick, I just need to make a statement real quick. After I made a last video about one of Ronin Fed's plugins, it's like a bunch of people went to his site and started harassing him, and he ended up taking down all of his plugins because people were knocking him for making reverbs and stuff like that. Yo, my man's got to learn how to make plugins, and the plugins are solid. Ronin, keep doing this, fam. Keep doing this. You got a bright future, man. Don't let nobody else tear you down. Keep making your plugins, my dude. So when you open up RF baseline, it's going to look like this, and it's going to sound like this, the initial preset. So again, nothing too fancy, but you can mess with the tuning. You got cutoff, resonance controls, envelope modulation, decay, gate. You know, you can slide, distortion, volume. You got a lot you can mess with. You only get 2 waveforms, but you do get 2 of them. And then you got pulse width, you know, high pass and decay curve as well. So, you know, you can mess with this a little bit and get a nice sounding bass. You know, and you can do a lot more to it, obviously, to get the bass to sound better. But just like that, really quickly, you can get a bass that'll fit in with the beat. So we'll go ahead and play this with that little flute in the piano, and it sounds like this. So it'll fit right in pocket there for you. And you get different styles of bass with that too. Let me go ahead and make sure I mention that. He says it's more for like acid bass and stuff like that, but I feel like you can use it for any genre. And again, there's a few different presets here, so on and so forth. I've made a preset for myself too. So, you know, not a bad bass plugin. All right, guys, and the 6th free plugin that I have for you guys today comes from One Click Chords. It's called NanoSaturate. When you look at NanoSaturate, it looks like this. All these right here are different distortion types. So that's pretty cool, or different saturation types. So you have 11 different saturation types. You can control the mix, the power, the drone, the resonance, and the stereo. This isn't like a typical saturation plugin, in my opinion. It is a little different, but I do feel like it kind of has gain compensation. Unless you change the stereo to mono, then it kind of gets weirded out a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and play this drum for you. So I'm going to play a drum, some hi-hats, and a snare. I only ran the kick drum through the NanoSaturate though. So let's go. All right, so right now NanoSaturate's off. I want you guys to look over here at the dB meter real quick. All right, you see it's at 9. Now I'm going to turn this NanoSaturate on. And you're going to hear how much this kick is going to thump, and then it's still going to be at 9. Bruh, that's nice. And then again, obviously you can dial back if that's too much. You know, you can dial back the sound. I mean, you know, straight fire. So I'll go through a few of the different saturation types. Some of them are good. Some of them might not be for me, but it might be for another genre. So. You know, so that's basically the plugin for you, just different kinds of saturation types. Obviously, I would put a little bit on I just threw the mix up all the way so that you guys can hear it. You know, I want it to be drastic so you can hear exactly what the distortion type is and what it's doing. And then I'll go ahead and play that kick drum with the piano, the bass, the hi-hat, and all that so that you can hear what all of it sounds like together. All right, guys, and the last free plugin that I have for you guys today is called Tuggliscento. It looks like this. It is a solid plugin, but my man's is still working on the plugin. So he just sent out an update on this maybe like a couple hours ago. I just got an email. It wasn't working properly in FL Studio. It worked in Ableton, and it was working in Logic for me, but it wasn't working in FL Studio. So that's why I didn't really do a review on this, because I didn't feel like doing a review in Ableton and Logic. I don't have to. But basically, you guys heard the piano. The piano sounds like this. Again, you guys heard that. So the preset that I have actually set up, this is one of the presets. It sounds like this. So solid. This thing, I don't want to say that it's like Effectrix or Looperator, because it's not, but it is in theory. So you can assign different effects to each one of these. So you have 5 different slots where you can assign effects. The effects which you can choose from are reverb, delay, chorus, flanger, decimator, distortion, phaser, pitch shift, comb filter, repeater, vibrato, tremolo, and ring modulation. So these are the effects that you get. You can put one each, and then obviously down here is going to be some control over each one of the different effects. So you can see here there's delay. So boom, bam, we got different controls for all that stuff down here so that you can dial in the control as you like. You have different filters over here. I mean, there's a lot in this plugin. The dude who makes this plugin made a very solid glitch machine. I did a review on ways back, and he's a good dude. I think he'll fix this and get it all the way right. But if you have Ableton and Logic, it's already right for you right now. At least it was for me. But again, we'll go through a few more of the presets. So with this, he does come with a few different presets. Here's a multi-delay one. So you can see there by just listening to the presets, you can do a whole lot, to freak your sound and get it to sound the way that you want. So that's the 7 free plugins I got for you guys today. I hope you guys get something out of it. No. You guys will get something out of there, and it's going to be that studio rack from Waves. I can't tell you what to do. Do whatever you want. But trust me, that's the one, man. So make sure if you guys do like this content, though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button. Hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. All right, guys and gals, thanks for watching the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe and like button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so every time a new video comes out, you can be the first to know. Let me know what tutorials you want to see next in the comments, and see you next time.
Some, hit the key.